Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm back here with another video, and in this video today, I'm going to show you guys what I meal prep, what I eat on a daily basis throughout the week for lunch and dinner. The reason why I'm making this video is because I know a lot of people want to eat healthy, they want to eat clean, but sometimes it costs too much money. And I was once that person where I thought, oh, it costs too much money to eat clean, so I'm just not going to do it. But I found something that's very simple that only cost me $17 to get. And it consists of chicken breast, rice, and vegetables. And I know it can get boring, but sometimes the food that you eat to get the gains that you want are not always stuff that is very, very good. But the way I'm going to make it will allow it to be good as well. So anyway, I'm going to take you guys through the routine of what I make. I'm going to take you guys through how I prepare it, how I cook it, how long I cook it, and everything. And I hope this video can help you guys next time you want to eat clean, or next time you want to just try to meal prep for a few days. Now, when I make this food, it gives me lunch and dinner for the next 3 days. So today is Wednesday. I have lunch and dinner for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Then on Sunday, that's my cheat day. But Sunday, that's when I redo everything again and cook the same stuff again for Monday, Tuesday, and then back to Wednesday, cook it again. So here we go. I'm about to get everything prepared, and I'm gonna show you guys what I do and how I prepare everything. So let's get to it. All right, you guys. So now it's time to cut the chicken. When you're cutting and preparing your chicken, you want to make sure the water's running on cold, and you want to make sure you have some kind of scissors or a knife to use to cut the chicken. For me personally, I like using scissors. Scissors, they help me. They're easy for me, so that's what I like to use. So if you like to use the knives, do that. Whatever you want to do to cut your chicken, do it. So we're gonna start off by cutting the chicken. You're gonna grab out the bag here. You'll turn the water on cold. Turn it on cold because it cleans off the chicken with all the, everything that's been handled while they packaged it. For you being on the safe side, you want to make sure that you just clean it off, because you don't know what goes on when they package, the chicken and everything. So for just your cleanliness and just to be on the safe side, clean the chicken. That's what I like to do. So turn the water on cold. Don't use hot water, because hot water doesn't clean stuff off usually. Use cold water. So grab your chicken breast. And you're going to rinse it off first with water. And then you're going to cut the fat parts off. You're going to have fat. You're going to have fat on chicken. That's just, it's how it is. So just cut them off with scissors. Cut all the fat parts off. And if I had somebody recording me, I would show you guys, how I'm cutting this. But since I don't, I'm just using my phone. We're going to make it work, though. I'm going to get y'all this video, all right? So just cut it like that. And so when you get everything pretty much clean, what you're going to do is you're going to cut it down the middle. And then you're going to put it on the pan. Cut it down so you have 2 strips to cover your pan with. And when I show you guys, when I'm finally cutting everything, I'll show you guys what it'll look like on the pan. So see y'all in a minute. So once you get your chicken cut up, you want it to look a little bit like this on a pan. Have your olive oil spray the pan down, put the chicken on there. And what I like to use is this lemon pepper seasoning, a little bit of Lowry seasoning, and some butter. I like putting all that on there because it helps the chicken. It doesn't make it so dry, you know. So You want to put that on there, and when I get done putting it all on there, I'll show you what it looks like after that. Okay, so once we put all the seasonings on there and a little bit of butter on there, this is what it's going to turn out to look like before we put it in the oven. And also, another thing we're going to do is put the aluminum foil over the top. My mom showed me this, and it's worked ever since for me, and it makes the chicken not as dry when it gets done cooking. So I'm going to put this aluminum foil over the top, then put it in the oven, and then I'll see y'all here in a minute. You want to make sure you put it at about 425. And let it preheat while we go back to the chicken and prepare that before we put it in the oven. So after the aluminum foil is on there, it's going to look a little something like this. And we're going to take it over here to the oven. And put it in the oven. And then we'll put the timer on. We're going to go 25 minutes at first. The reason why I don't do a full 45-minute cook is because I want to be able to flip the chicken over and put a little bit more seasoning on there after the 25-minute mark, and then put it back in there for another about 20. And so it'll be good for when it gets about done after the second time. But I'll show you what I do when the 25 minutes is up. So while we wait for this chicken to get done, we're going to start working on the rice. And the rice is very simple to make. What I use is a simple bag of rice. Nothing too crazy. Just very simple bag of rice. It helps me, it works for me, and that's what we're going to use for the rice cooking. So I'm going to prepare this, get this ready, and then I'll see y'all in a minute. All right, so now we're going to cook the rice. It's very important when you're making rice to just read the instructions on the back. I know we all should know how to make it, but I know sometimes it's easier to just throw too much water in there or not enough water in there. So read the back of the package. You know, it usually has your measurements, your proportions that you want to make of how much rice you want to make. So me, I usually use about a little bit to half the bag, a little bit more than half the bag, but I'm gonna go ahead and get my measuring cup and get everything measured out and be back with you in a minute. All right, so the water is gonna boil. You want the water to boil, and once it starts boiling, you want to take your bag, get it ready to cut, and get another measuring cup for the proportions of how much is supposed to be in there, because it's all, I know it's crazy. Me, I like to sometimes just eye stuff, and if I see what I think it's supposed to be, it's what it's supposed to be. But to be on the safe side, just go ahead and get your measuring cup. Pour as much as it says on the back, pour it in there, and then it'll turn out right. So right now I'm gonna let this water boil up a little bit, and the best way to know that is when it starts bubbling. A lot of y'all probably already know this, but just taking y'all through what I do. So once it's about ready to boil, we good. Take your other measuring cup. Accidentally spilled a little bit. That's gonna happen, but just clean it up. Okay, once your rice is ready, what you want to do is you want to put it on low. Put it to about 4. Put the top over it and let it cook. Okay, so the 25-minute mark is up. So now what we're gonna do is take the aluminum foil off, flip the chicken, put a little bit of more seasoning on the other side, and then put it back in there for another 20, and then we'll be done. So right now it's looking kinda almost ready. Now we're just gonna just flip the chicken over. And while you flip the chicken over a little bit, because you don't want it to burn your hands. It's super hot, so. You get you a fork, be gentle with the chicken, just flip them over. Let the other side get some time to cook as well. So once you have them flipped over, it's gonna look like this. Just take your seasonings. Take your seasonings. It's a little bit, not a lot. Kind of did a little bit right there. It's a little too much right over there, but you get the drift. So it's alright, just a little bit, not too much. It's because it's high in sodium, so you don't want to do that. So you're gonna take your aluminum foil, place it back over. Excuse the dog food in the way, by the way, that's my fault. The little dog's got to eat, so. You get your aluminum foil back right there. Open up that oven, pop it open. Grab your oven mitt. And be careful with it, put it back in there, because the butter that you put on there makes it a little bit of runny, so you don't want to drop anything in there. So you're gonna place that back in there, close it up, and then you're gonna put it on there for 20. And this rice, while it was cooking, it should be done. So you're gonna turn it off. Looks good. Okay, so now you're gonna get your mixed vegetables. And for me, what I like to do is just get a bag and put them in the microwave. Simple and easy. So that's what we're getting ready to do. So get your cover bag. Shopping at Kroger all the time. But hey, so what you got is right here, steam fresh. What I like to use, get your mixed vegetables in there, and you're gonna pop them in the microwave for 3 minutes, or however big a microwave is, and they'll be done. Then that's how I like to get the vegetables done for the meal prep. So these right here, that's what I use. All right, so the chicken's done. Our chicken done and it's ready to go. So we're gonna let that just sit for a little minute, let it cool off, let it, do its thing real quick. Leave it open a little bit, let it cool off. We got our bagged vegetables, they're done, they're ready to go. We got the rice, that's ready to go, that's ready to go. So now what we're gonna do is, we're gonna get our containers. We're gonna get all of our containers and start the prep process. So what I like to do is hold on, let me set this up, okay? Hold on 1 second. We got our containers right here. Make sure you get 6 of them. There's 4. 6. I got these containers from my mom. She got them for me online. They're pretty cool, actually. Because at first I was using Ziploc containers for the longest. I mean, they work. If you have those, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. Use those. But it was a birthday gift my mom got me. She knows I like the meal prep, so shout out to mom. So you want to put all these up, and I'll flip the camera around when I get done setting everything up. I know it's kind of hard to see, but I'm just working with my phone here, so. All right, so you got your containers right there. You got 6 of them, and chicken's gonna go right there with a little bit of rice, vegetables, rice, and like that for all of them. And I'm gonna get this chicken out. Whatever I did with the oven mitt. Oh, here it is. I'm gonna actually set these lids right here. So we're gonna get the chicken out. Set that right there. And there we go. Got some chicken. So you'll see that, you know, that adds a little bit too much seasoning right there. I put a little too much, but that's okay. I mean, we're going to eat it anyway regardless. So what you're going to do now is you're going to get your knife. If I could find one. You're going to get a knife and just cut down the middle. Or maybe just to check and see if it's pink in the middle, so we're good. All right, we're good. It's done. And usually I like to cut a third because trying to fit them all in the container can be a little difficult sometimes because I don't have the biggest container. So what I'll do is I like to cut them up in different pieces. It just makes it easier for me to put everything in the containers. So we're gonna do that. Let's put them in the containers. Just like that. So what I like to do is I put 3 in each one at first, so every container can get at least 3 pieces of chicken. Okay, so right now we got 3 in each, and I have extras. So what I'll do is just fit as much as I can into each one. All right, so this may be a little bit easier. I'll show you guys the finished product. But so you're gonna take your steamed fresh vegetables, tear them open after you've microwaved them. You put them in the containers. It'll look like that. So now all we gotta do is put the rice right there, and then a little bit of rice on the chicken because I make a lot of rice. It's a lot of carbs, I know, but that's what I'm cool with right now. So it's gonna look like this. So now we're gonna put the rice on there. Everything is pretty much proportionized. This is your final product, but in my case, I got a little bit more rice. So what I'm gonna do is I like to add the rice where the chicken is. I like to mix it up and eat it together like that. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put the rest of this rice in here, and then we're gonna put all the containers together, and then we'll be done. All right, so as I'm putting these containers on there, I just wanna give y'all a few words of encouragement. Your journey is made for you. Always remember that. And always remember to trust your journey, because I know sometimes it's easy to get caught up in other people's journey. It's easy to see, oh, someone else is making it and you work just as hard, but you haven't reached yours and they've already reached theirs. Don't get caught up in their race. Continue to run your race. So when it comes to working out, when it comes to just eating right, when it comes to everything you are doing towards working towards your goals, continue to just run your race. Never get caught up in seeing other people's successes, because that will mentally, cause you to break down, so to speak. It happened to me. I worked hard all the time, and I'm seeing everybody else get opportunities, but I haven't got mine yet, and I'm like, dang. So don't let that get you down, because it easily can. So just continue to run your race, and know that you're encouraging people too. That you are helping a lot of people. Just by you continuing to work hard, you're inspiring people, man. You got family members that count on you. You got friends that count on you. And you got people that believe in you. Family and friends believe in you. So don't ever feel like you're alone. And don't ever feel like you're a failure because you haven't made it yet. Because if you continuing to work hard towards something, that's being a success right there. Not everybody has the courage to work hard towards a goal. Especially if it means sacrificing everything. Just for that dream that nobody can see but you. But you continue to trust that vision. You continue to keep working. And you continue to keep believing, because it's possible. And I'm working hard with you, as I mention all the time. I believe in you, and you're going to reach your goals. So there we have it. We got our meals. Got our meal prep. like I'm holding the championship trophy and the MVP trophy back in the day. All right, but anyways, yeah, we got our meal prepped. We're ready to go, and thank y'all for tuning into this video. I hope this helped you guys out. Feel free to try out these meals. It's what I'm doing. It's what I eat on. So it works for me, and I hope it works for you guys. And until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Keep working hard towards your goals. I believe in you.